Hello, everybody. This is Sharonda, and this is my YouTube channel, Spiritual Sense. And in this YouTube channel, I go over a variety of topics in regards to the paranormal, um, supernatural, and occult. I have my own take on what I feel like God is conveying to us in a more subtle manner. And I feel as though it's a language that is spoken, not spoken, but understood. So if you begin to look at things in a different aspect of life, when you get that epiphany from God, He will make certain things apparent to you. Okay. Um, so in this particular YouTube channel, I go over topics such as the paranormal, as I mentioned, uh, hauntings, curses, out of body experiences, near death experiences, to name a few, and incorporate tarot card reading into this podcast as well. I also like to state that this podcast is for entertainment purposes. That means that if it just so happens to coincide with what you believe in, that may be by chance or even by happenstance. So I am going to do a web presentation because I had got away from doing my web presentations, and I decided, okay, I'm going to do a web presentation today. And I'm going to do another tarot card reading today. Is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to use my 10 card spread. 10 card Celtic cross spread. Okay, so I'm going to proceed with pulling my cards. I have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The prayer, the Florida water, all of that, I did that earlier into the day. And so also I did do a web presentation earlier that half of the sound didn't get recorded. So I'm not going to even post that because I didn't do a sound check prior to. Okay, so I have an extra card here to fall out. Okay, so we're going to proceed with laying the cards 10, 9, 8, 7. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and I have actually two cards. I end up with an extra card. Ended up with an extra card. So I have two reasons that this reading is on two situations going on right now. So I don't know who this reading is applicable to because um, typically I only do one tarot card reading, but for today, somehow I am prompted to do a second one today. And so I have two cards. I have one card, extra card that I put off to the side here that may be for additional outcome. But I do show that this reading is on two situations. I have the Devil card. Card 15 says jealousy or trouble, able to break the chains that are binding you or holding you back. And I have Page of Wands, young woman to 25, travel over land. That's what I have here. So I'm going to take and pull this card out. I feel as though just in sitting here as I'm doing this web presentation, I feel like this reading is applicable to someone who is no longer here, meaning someone who transitioned over to another side of the other side is what I feel. Somehow I feel like this is a younger female is what I feel. feel like this is a younger female that has transitioned over to the other side. And the reason why is because I continue to get the desire to want to I keep taking on these impressions and these sense of feelings that are not feelings that I normally would have. And it's nothing sexual. It's a lot of anger and rage. And I know that I'm not going to do these things and I'm capable of my sound mind, like my sound mind. And this is how I know that what I am feeling is applicable to somebody. Like, this is how I know that what happened to whoever this person was perpetuated by something that's letting me know that this anger was coming from this person's mother. I feel as though this reading is applicable to someone who transitioned over. And this is coming from the person's mother. Like, I feel as though it could be, I feel like whoever this person is was in a relationship, and this could very well be coming from her mother or the guy that she was in a relationship's mother. Even if it is a guy, could be another girl, but I feel as though it's either her mother or her mate's mother that helped perpetuate this person's demise. That's what I feel. And typically, when I get these impressions and it's over and over and over again, this anger that's being manifested in my atmosphere, that lets me know this is something that's transpired with someone else. That's what I feel. That's honestly how I feel. This is something that is being perpetuated by someone's mom. I do feel like this is a younger person. I feel like this person is a young female, is what I feel. And when I say young female, I feel like someone that is possibly late teens, early 20s is what I feel like. Like, I don't feel like this person is 25 years old. I don't. I feel as though she didn't want her around. Simple as that. She simply did not want her around. Like, she simply did not want her around. She didn't. And I believe that something happened to her and somebody heard it. Like, somebody, listening ears, walking by, listen. When people hear you speak as such, they will make things into fruition. That means it will come to focus. That it would happen, you know. And I believe that was the situation that occurred with this particular person, is what I feel. Card 2, I show peace of mind and contentment is the barrier. She did not feel like peace. I feel like whoever that I'm speaking about, I feel as though she gave her mom hell, is what I feel like. I feel as though she gave her mom a lot of strife. I do. A lot of hell, a lot of strife. And as a result, somebody listening ears, listening in, say, okay, we're going to do this one because she's causing this one here a lot of problems. So we're going to have to deal with this. That's what I feel. What are you trying to attain? Temperance, low tolerance. I feel like because of God will use certain individuals as a test when you begin to speak things out. A lot of people hear that. And some people want to hear it. It's the point. This is how it is. This is how life happens. Some people, you got certain spirits that want to hear certain things, and they will hear those things. They'll be receptive to hearing those things. So what do I mean? Like if you have somebody who has a hunger or a thirst for blood, so to speak, to, a killer or God forbid, a robber or whatever, they're going to tap into those thoughts and those whatever you speak vocally. They're here if no one else hears it. It's the point. It will be enhanced. It will resonate in them. They will hear it. Now, this could very well be a test to them, or it could be music to them, particularly if they are looking to act upon those desires. If they are aware that that is temptation, then they would say, okay, this is the spirit testing me. This is a demonic spirit testing me. Something perhaps is going on with this person. But a level-headed person will already know, okay, I know what that is. Card 4. I have the Empress card. Delays will prove necessary. So this is something to enlighten those who are in mass communication, those who like to gossip and speak and put information out or write things that can jeopardize the livelihood of people. You will know when something is a reenactment or a story to tell for someone else. That's what it is, versus if this is truly the desires of this person. Like God will make that apparent to you. You will see it. You will know it. But I do feel as though whoever this person is, getting back to, I feel like she did some experimenting. That's what I feel. She could have very well been doing some experimenting with some substances, trying to hang out and be cool and be light. Temptations and things like that, that sort of thing. And a lot of people do that. A lot of young girls do that, boys as well. But you have, a lot of female or I hate to say female, but a lot of younger girls do that. They want to be popular, they want to be light, want to experiment and things of that nature. And I feel as though she became rebellious is what I'm getting at. I believe this person could very well have been raised in a very strict religious setting, and she began to rebel against and mock that mentality. Because although we are taught to be, perfect and things, we don't do no wrong. And I think as a result of that, she rebelled against that mentality or that mindset. And what she ended up doing was proven to prove a point, and she became a part of that reality. When you begin to mock God, you will be put on display. And I feel as though I feel as though I am speaking to a spirit of a young girl that possibly this was presented in the media or in print, where a message was surrounding this particular case. So I don't know who it's for. I don't know where, but I do feel it that way. I show that in the past, because I do have a world card, which has number 21. I feel as though, as I mentioned, she wanted to be she became curious. It's a difference between being inquisitive and becoming curious. So I feel as though this person became curious and wanted to venture off and experiment. Because I had the world card, which says overseas trip, money, luck, world in the palm of your hands, new opportunities. So I feel like she what she did was she experimented, and I feel like she experimented with some substances. That's what I feel like. I feel like her guilt of how she did with her mom. That's what I feel like. Is what perpetuated a lot of that energy. Like I feel guilt for how I did my mom, and as a result, this is what happened with that situation in terms of her death and her dying and transitioning over. I have the Emperor card here. Typically, when I get the Emperor card, it could be in regards to authority and things of that nature. But I don't feel like it's it in this case. I feel like um I also associated with employer. That's what I associated with. Stability and stabilizing influence coming to your life. So I feel like she had problems or she had issues with employment. So I don't know if perhaps something happened um with someone that she worked with, and that in turn perpetuated her demise. But something is letting me know, based on what I see here, is that it's something in relation to her employment. That's what I'm picking up. So it could very well be somebody is that worked with her, but in a management or supervisory tier. Like it may not very well that had something to do with her transition. So say for instance, if I'm working a job, I may have somebody that's my counterpart. I feel like this person was two tiers up that assisted with the demise of this person. Like I feel as though it's above a supervisor, so it'd be more or less management, possibly the owner or whatever, that has something to do with the demise of this person. Is what I feel. This is what the course that comes um, into this is telling me. And like I said, when you begin to get off in tarot card reading, I know it may seem as though I'm just making this up, and I promise you, when those spirits fall down, they fall out of the celestials, and you can inhabit those spirits. Like they will fall down upon you, and you will know when something is right. You will know what that is. You will know. I mean, that's words can't even explain it. You would just know. But I feel as though whomever did this to this person, it was somebody that she worked with, and I propose that it is somebody that is in a management position. Is what I feel. Honest to God. Card 7, attitude. Um, so I have it's 13. Um, Death of situations or ending new endings, new beginnings. So that's what I have here. Uh, the death card. I feel as though um she wanted this at all, whoever this person I'm speaking to, I feel as though she wanted this. Like, um, I say her mom, I say her counterpart or her partner or lover or whomever's mom. But I feel as though she wanted this. Like she chose to sacrifice herself because it's more complex than you would know. Oddly enough, like she felt like this is my paying homage to the older people in my life for disrespect. Like this is to I chose to do this to lay down to show that you don't disrespect, you know, older people or your mother, your grandmother, great grandmother. I chose this for my lack of respect or disrespect. That's what I feel. Card 9, I have the High Priestess card. Highest card in the tarot deck, very powerful, good or bad secrets to be revealed. So I also feel like, believe it or not, you're gonna think this is crazy, but I'm not. I feel like this. Whoever I'm speaking to, she had, as they mentioned, roots on her. That's what I feel. What does that mean? Um, even though coming with a science background, most people don't associate power with witch doctors and root doctors and things of that nature. We don't want to give power to stuff like that. That's unconventional things. That's things that you don't talk about, you don't speak about. But I honestly feel as though, because I do have the High Priestess card, which is what she was surrounded by, very powerful, good or bad, secrets to be revealed. I honestly feel as though they were into some type of witchcraft, and she was used as a test subject or a test dummy, is what I feel. And it began to work on the mind. Those spirits began to speak against itself, and she chose to allow this to happen just to prove a point. That's what I feel. And it began to work on her mind, and as a result of that, this is what happened. But I do feel like if somebody on her job that had something to do with her transition, is what I feel. I do. I feel like I'm speaking to a young woman, is what I do feel. I honestly do. The age may not be as young off as I think. It could be in the 20s. It may not be late teens, early 20s. It could very well be in the 20s. Because I have somebody else to step in as I sit here and I'm, rattling, and I have somebody else to step in as I'm doing this reading. Card 9, hopes, fears, and dreams. Four of Swords, sickness, bed illness, needing to take time out, rest, and relaxation is needed here. So I feel like something just came to me. She's letting me know it was her mom. Her mom was the one that had something to do with this. Just in looking at that card, because I've had this debt for at least 6 months. I just took note of that card. Like I would get the card, read the card. I didn't study this card until today. And when I began to do that, something that I looked at previous coincide to the core, and that just let me know it was her mom that had something to do with that. Card 10, Queen of Cups, woman over 25. Blue eyes, fair or brown hair, soft, gentle, motherly. It's the outcome. So I do feel like this is confirmation. Like I feel like this is confirmation that her mother had something to do with that. And it was by way of somebody that was on that she worked with. That's what I feel. Somebody that she worked with. She, even though I say young woman, some women have been sheltered. So it would be just like being with a young woman, particularly if somebody was sheltered, like they wasn't into doing a certain type of things until later on. And then it's like, okay, now I want to experiment, because you got some grown women, they've been sheltered all their lives. They used to doing things a certain way, and to fit in, or to, they may take on a different personality type. And this could very well be it. Like this person here was old enough to make decisions and possibly dabble off into some substances. I'm just assuming, I don't know. So it could very well be someone that's in the age range of 20 to 30 years of age. But I do show that this is a person who is no longer here, who has transitioned over. I do show that this person is dead. I feel as though this person was into witchcraft. Like her mom was into witchcraft and could have very well used the church or some type of religious belief to control her and to make her feel as though, and program her, and to make her feel as though this is what she deserved. I don't want to say that she prostituted her daughter off to someone in management, but that could very well be it as well. And she was under the influence of a demonic spirit, as well as some influenced by some substances. That could be it as well. I don't know. I'm just speaking hypothetics because this is how the cards lay. I do have the devil card here. Everything is not what it appears to be. It's the extra card that I have listed here. So that I feel as though that message is coming from her. Everything is not what it appears to be. I do have the High Priestess card. So I honestly feel like whomever this person is was programmed. She could have very well come from a cult like society. And if you can put two and two together, you can kind of gain insight as to what I'm talking about. But I do feel like she came from somewhere where free thought is not there. There's a lack of free thought. You do as you are told, and you don't deviate to the contrary. And if you step out of line, this is what's going to happen to you. And I feel like this is who I'm speaking to. Someone that did not have free thought and wasn't respected vocally, like could not vocalize. Okay. So I am going to close out this podcast. Not podcast, I'm sorry, this web presentation for my YouTube channel, Spiritual Sense. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you're more than welcome to comment below. Until then, you have a safe and wonderful day. Good day.